Peace. Is Farmer Shower once again. How we doing, y'all? You can be a home. You can be a producer. That's the frequency we gotta get on. Be back to you with a whole nother video. Peace. Peace. It's Andrew, the Promised Child, once again, and thank you for tuning in once again. So today, right, we're going to be talking about loving yourself, right, knowing who you are, and many say, love God. Of course, you love God. You love God and you love yourself, and people say, well, don't be saying love yourself, just love God, right? So that's what some people say, right? So remember when in the New Testament, I think they came and asked Jesus, right, like, what's the greatest commandment or something to that nature? And Jesus said, there's two commandments, right? Two commandments that we need to obey or take heed to, right? And I'm about to pull it up right now. He says, love your brother as you love yourself, and love God with all your heart. Remember that. That's what Jesus said. Love God with all your heart. Love your brother as you love what? Yourself. You got to love yourself as well. You can't love your brother or even love God if you don't love yourself. If you don't care about you, you ain't going to care about nobody else. Remember, there's another scripture that says, how can you love God? Watch this. How can you love God whom you have not seen? Whom you have not seen, and hate your brother. So I want to say this. How can you love God whom you have not seen and not love yourself? Because I only can love my brother, I only can love my sister if I love myself. Right? Because, you know, that's what somebody say. No, don't tell people love themselves. Right? Tell people love God. No, you love God and you love yourself. Right? But how can you love yourself if you don't know yourself? You can't love what you don't know. You can't believe in what you don't know. You can't believe in you and you don't know yourself. How? So you can't believe in yourself. You can't love yourself if you don't know yourself. So now we got to get into who we are. So first, before I start digging into these scriptures, we're going to pull up. And I'm going to do this from the phone. We're going to pull up the commandment that I was just telling you about. The two commandments. So we're going to pull this out right here. All right, so I'm on Bible Gateway. Right? Bible Gateway. Right? So we're going to go from Matthew 22, 37 through 40. Matthew 22, 37 through 40. Jesus replied, right? Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Right? All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. Now watch this. Because I want to confirm something. Right? They says, teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? And I'm going to read it again. Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. As you love yourself. But if you don't know self, how can you love yourself? So now we have to establish, and I have to let you know who you are. Because once you know who you are, you can believe in yourself and you can love yourself once you know what you are. See, a lion in the jungle knows who he is. An elephant elephant in the jungle in its natural habitat knows what it is. A wolf in its natural habitat knows what it is. They know what food to eat, what food not to eat. They know their strengths, they know their weaknesses. I'll prove it to you that they know their strengths and they know their weaknesses before we get to the scripture. This is how you know they know their strengths and their weaknesses. When hyenas pull up on a lion, they pull up in the pack. Because one-on-one, that hyena know he can't beat that lion one-on-one. So them hyenas, they know themselves. They know who they are. They know their strengths and their weaknesses. They know its strength in numbers. Right? So we're going to go ahead, go here. Go to Genesis 1, verse 7. Genesis 1, verse 7. Now I'm gonna pull out the book on this one. Genesis 1, verse 27. Genesis 1, verse 27. Right? So, matter of fact, Genesis 1:26. We're going to start from there. That's what I got highlighted. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what's highlighted. Let's get to it. Right? And God said, let us make man. Listen to me now. I'm about to let you know who you are, where you came from. Right? Because we've been told we was nobodies. Right? We've been told that we ain't nobody, we ain't nothing, we inferior. Right? It says, and God said, let us make man in our image. So who image are you of? We on Genesis 1:26. Who image are you of? You are in the image of God. Right? After our likeness. Right? After our likeness. Right? And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over the cattle and over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God, we on verse 27 now. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And what God do? And God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, and what? Subdue it. And have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. So God created us to have dominion over the earth, dominion over the fish, dominion over the sea. God created man to have what? Power. Power. So hold up. Before I get deeper into the message, let's go along. We going to Psalms 82 verse 6. He said, brother promised child, what does this got to do with who I am? Oh my goodness. You are filled with so much power, brother. You are filled with so much power, sister. Oh my goodness. We are filled with power. We are some powerful people. All right. We over there at 82. Verse 6. And I don't even know why I don't have this highlighted. And I have said, 82 verse 6 Psalms. And I have said, ye are gods. Lowercase g, brother. Lowercase g, sister. It's not capital. Lowercase g. Ye are gods. Listen to me now. Who are you? Ye are gods. Who are you? Ye are gods. Who are you? Ye are gods. And all of you are children of the Most High. I'm going to say that again. I have said, Ye are gods. Who are you? Who are you? Ye are gods. And all of you are the children of the Most High. So you are God, and you are a child of the Most High. So you're not a nigga. You're not a bitch. You are a God. You're not inferior. You're not a punk. You're not a chump. You are a God. You are a God. Once you realize that, and you understand what a God is, and you know what a God is and what a God does and what a God do, oh, you ain't got no choice but to start believing in yourself. You ain't got no choice but to start loving yourself. What do gods do? Gods create. What do gods do? Gods produce. You can create your own sun. You can create your own stars. You never have to, once you know who you are, you never have to starve again. Once you know that you are God, you never have to starve again. You never have to beg again. I'm not saying the road won't get bumpy. I'm not saying things won't happen. Things will happen. You will be tested. You will be tried. But when you hold on to that information, when you get that knowledge that you are a God, you know you can overcome anything. Why? Because you got dominion over the earth. You can bring these things underneath you. My enemy shall be my footstool. You should step on these things. All you got to do is have what? Faith as a mustard seed, and you can move mountains. Once you know who you are. Once you know who you are. You look at, you say, you know what? This is poverty. I understand I'm fighting against poverty. I'm broke. But just like David had a giant in his life. And David slaughtered the giant. So the giant in your life right now may be a disease. The giant in your life right now may be poverty, lack of money. That might be the giant in your life right now. Depression, anxiety, right? That might be your giant. But you can speak to that mountain. Mountain be moved because you got dominion over the earth. So you bring it underneath you because you are God. You are God. You can build worlds. You can heal people. Come on now. You can deliver people. Jesus said, what did Jesus say? Jesus said this. He said, greater works shall you do. So greater works shall we do. So I just let you know who you are. Don't you be walking around here with your head down. Don't you be walking around here telling yourself that you nobody and you can't do it. We could do all things. Because when you know you a God, when you know you a God, and you know who you connected to, and you know that you connected to a higher power. We connected to a higher power. We can overcome any obstacle. Any obstacle that's in our way, we can overcome it. There's nothing that can stop us. For God is on our side. Come on now. God is on your side. And you are a God. I just wanted to let you know who you are. Once you know who you are, you can believe in yourself. Once you start to believe in yourself, you can love yourself. So ain't no problem that can't be handled. At all, no problem. For Solomon, right? Solomon didn't ask for money. Solomon didn't ask for a house. Excuse me. Solomon didn't ask for more material things. Solomon asked for wisdom. That's what Solomon asked for. And many of us, we are praying and praying and praying for materialistic things. And many of us, we are praying and praying and praying for money, 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 money. So we could be consumer. Right? But God wants us to be a producer. What it says, and God gave us what? Dominion over the earth. And what God told us, be fruitful and multiply. Well, being fruitful and multiplying is not just sex. It's not just about sex. Be fruitful and multiply. Your businesses, your products. Being productive. Because a man supposed to be A man was created to be a provider, a producer, and a protector. You understand what I'm saying? And we got dominion over the fish. We got dominion over the ocean. So I just wanted to jump on here and let you know, hey, you are a God. Lowercase g. You're not the capital G. Not the capital G, but the lowercase g. Remember that. Love yourself. Cherish yourself. And then, as Jesus said, you love yourself, then you can love your brother. He said, love your brother as you love yourself. Then you can love your brother once you start to love yourself. You just got to know who you are first. Peace be to you. Thank you for listening.